Part 2 of how to make your sunburst granny square bag. In this video you will learn how to join your squares together. So here we go, I've got my 2 squares, I've sewed all my ends in, I've left just one on each because I'm going to sew them into the edges when we get there, and we are ready to join them to make our bag. So what we want to do, this is the right side and this is the right side, so we want those outwards because we're going to do the join actually on the outside of the bag. So I'm going to join those together. I'm actually going to join them so that my ends are near each other. And what we're going to do is, we're not going to sew them together, we are going to single crochet them together, US single crochet. So we're going to go down one side, along the bottom and up the next side, and obviously leave the top open. I'm going to bring my yarn up through this corner and then of course this corner. So if going through both squares, bring my yarn up. And I simply tie mine on. But again, as in part 1, you can use whichever method you prefer to do this. So we want to pull up a loop, chain 1, and then we are going to do 2 US single crochets into this same space. So to do that, insert our hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And again, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, making sure we are going through both squares. Now we're going to do US single crochets all the way along here, going through both squares into every single stitch. We don't want any in between these groups, we are simply going into the top of these double crochets. So my first one is actually the top of a chain 2 that counts as a stitch, so I'm going into there, and then I'm going into the top under both loops of that first stitch on the other side as well. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then on to the next one. So we're going into here on this side and making sure we are going into the second stitch under both of those loops on that side. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to go all the way along, making sure we're going under both squares, under both loops on both sides to give a nice strong join. So making sure we've lined the stitches up correctly, we're going to go all the way along here, and I will meet you when we get to this corner. So here we are, I've come all the way along this edge. The corner, what we're going to do here is add 3 single crochets all into that same space. And then we are going to go along this edge exactly the same way as we came down this one, single crochet in every single stitch. This corner, we're going to add 3 single crochets again, and then we're going to come all the way down this side, joining with single crochets in every stitch again. So we've come up here, along here, and we're going to come down here. Obviously we don't want to do this side because that would close your bag. But yeah, I'm going to go all the way along here and then meet you at this corner. So I've just come to this final top corner, and as we did on this side, we're going to put 2 stitches in this one. So 2 US single crochets. So if you want to do a quick stitch count, what you should have is 2 in this corner, 21 stitches going down the side, 3 in this corner, 21 stitches along the bottom, 3 in this corner, and then 21 stitches going up the side with 2 in that final corner. Now don't fasten off and head to part 3 to learn how to add your shell border.